Happy Cowboy here with Dauntless Express DXC. Wanted to bring you an updated video talking about our events wall and how you should use it. So we have some examples here of signs. Most of them are pretty good. Some of them are good, not so great, we'll say. Magnets, obviously it's a steel wall, use magnets. When you use magnets, make sure you use enough to hold your thing well, because you don't want that to happen. So if you're going to use a heavy sign, use heavy magnets.
Or more of them.
Or more of them, yeah. Paper signs can be okay, but just printed stuff, this is not awesome. I'm not going to call out who did it, you know who you are. Some of these are okay. Here's a good example of a paper sign done well. It's kind of, it's artsy and whatnot. This one is cloth, works good. Doesn't all have to be wood is the main point, right? You can use metal, you can use whatever, you can creative stick things together. But again, just make sure that they stay, because some of these things, this one's, that's kind of lame.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued by the idea of whatever the bear
dong tourney.
The bear dong tourney. I don't.
At Wasteland Wolves.
Do bears have big dongs?
With I guess a contest, we'll find that out.
And the other thing to keep in mind while we're over here with some of the flimsier signs, the W is a thing. So quite frequently, what happens when we have these little flimsy signs is the W comes along, rips the sign away, and that happens, or only the magnets are left. So if you really need to make something flimsier, then glue it to something that isn't flimsy and put magnets on the back of that.
So the other thing too, there's two other points that Shell wanted to make sure everybody got is, one, color is actually okay. Look at this, this is gorgeous. So not everything has to be like dirty and sepia and whatever. It looks good, but a mix of colors is awesome. A lot of the theme tribes have site numbers. So put your site number on your sign if you want to be found. The other thing that's a good thing to do is put your cap on your sign as well, so then people know how to find you. Which brings us to the map. Everybody knows we always have a giant map in the center between tribe events and tribe missions. Use bottle caps to mark your spot on the map. That's why it's also good to have your sign or your bottle cap on your sign if you have a mission or an event or something. Same with a lot of these on the inners within Wasteland City, have the numbers for the site numbers, so you can put that on your signs as well. One other thing that so actually two things. One, please don't come by and write on this stuff. We don't come by and write on your stuff, so don't come by and paint on the wall, draw on the map, mark Sharpie things. We've had it happen before. We've had to clean it up. It's really annoying. Just don't do it.
Yeah, I like Sharpie dick art as much as the next person, but not when it's permanently on our event wall or our maps.
Yeah. Speaking of the map, so Skunk with the F-bombs, he does an amazing job and has been for the last several years of painting this map. Go by their camp, give them a shout out, and as a special bonus, I'm assuming he's doing this
Yes.
year. If you want your logo along the edge of the map, he does this on barter.
Bribery.
Okay.
That's another B word.
So find him on Facebook.
Well, so we hold on to Eric's
Do they have to prearrange it though?
Yes, you
Okay.
have to hit Eric Andrews up ahead of time, work out your map and an acceptable bribe, and then you, instead of having to chase him down in the wilds of the wasteland,
You can come to us.
You can't come to our info window, ring the little ship bell, and say, I have something for Eric's big box of bribes, and we will hang on to it and sign you into the bribe logbook. It's all very official.
So one of the last thing about signs, and then we'll let you get on about your day, is we recognize that space was sometimes a premium, and so also we wanted to improve the aesthetic of the front wall. So if you could pan out and show, we have added a whole lower section of metal panels that you can also put signs on all the way down, and which is a especially good spot for those of you that want to do oversized signs. I know that the Rustellas have wanted to do that, the Gladiators have wanted to do that, have bigger signs, the Badland, not the Bordello, but the
This is not your cue to make a 4 by 4 foot by 6 foot sign.
now obviously be reasonable, you have to share the board with everybody else, but you don't have to restrict yourself to something smaller. We have some extra space now. That's, I don't know what the total square footage is, hundreds of square feet of steel wall now.
So many.
I think that's everything that we can think of. The last time we did one of these was back in 2017, so this is our 2022 update. It's just as bad as we did before. Thanks, goodbye.
Da da da, Wasteland. Hey everybody, Lady here from Dauntless Express. Just a quick addendum to our updated event board tutorial. Wanted to let everybody know that we usually have a limited amount of emergency sign making and repair supplies, including some scrap wood, some paint, some magnets, some epoxy. All of these things are available for a suitable bribe, so come by, do a little dance, sing I'm a Little Teapot, and as long as we've still got supplies left, we're happy to help you out. Just ring the ship's bell. And last but not least, if you've got a sign that you want back for next year, that you've spent a lot of time on, please, please, please come get it at the end of the event, because we have so many signs that we bring back with us every year, which is fine because we end up using them for other events to kind of showcase all the awesome things that y'all do. But it's really hard for us to keep up with hundreds and hundreds of signs if you want one specifically back. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. So just come grab it off the board at the end of the event, and then you can plunk it back down the next year. Thanks. Looking forward to seeing everybody in the waste. Bye.